Taylor Swift and que Bad Bunny, que everything. It's number 10 on the charts. So la neta, we're very happy about that. That's crazy. That shit is fucking crazy, to have something that you worked on, very hard, come out number one and number two on off the jump. I see. From the jump, it came out number one and number two. That was fucking crazy, dude. And that's because toda la raza pues están escuchando esa música uh, y no es para todos. Like there's people that don't like it, and that's cool, se respeta. Este, pero if you pay attention to those albums, they're badass. They're fucking sick, dude. They have that little swag to them, And that's what music needs. Good music has to have swag. Good music has to have swag. Because if it doesn't have swag, it doesn't make you feel a certain way, it has to make you fucking bob your head. It has to make you feel like, damn, this shit's badass. It has to put you in that fucking mindset of the song, whatever the message of the song is. And that's very important when you guys are making music. Sometimes people want to get it too perfect that they lose the essence of the song along the way, You do it too many times, and what happens, it starts sounding stale, like se le quita el sabor a la música, y eso no es de ahí. Tienes que siempre, antes de que vayas al estudio, prepárate, cántala 100,000 veces si ocupas. Y para cuando llegues al estudio, nomás la tengas que cantar 2-3 veces y te salga el putazo. Because if you fucking go and you practice it at the studio, guess what? It's gonna go stale. You're gonna fucking do it over and over and over and over and over and over hasta que ya perdió el sabor, el caldo. And that's the most important part. You gotta practice it. Practice at home. Whatever you're doing, practice it at home. If you can't get this little fucking adorno, fucking practice that shit, dog. Practice that shit, because by the time you get to the studio, you need to be ready. You just fucking boom, capture that shit, and then it sounds like the way you intended it to sound, porque están las pinches ganas, está el entusiasmo. ¿Tú crees que si la cantas 40 veces la pinche canción vas a cantarle igual de entusiasmado que cuando la cantaste la primera vez? Neta que no, that shit won't happen. You lose the flavor along the way, y eso es porque están tratando de hacerla muy perfecta. Obviamente, pues, para perfeccionarla tienes que perfeccionarte antes de llegar al estudio, Before you get to the studio, that's when you perfect the song. Yeah, once you get to the studio, you have the idea very, very, plasmada, I mean, having said that, siempre se le pueden hacer cambios. Obviously, you have to have, there's always little changes that can be made. Sometimes it'll be something that's going to make the song better, or sometimes it could be a little note that's wrong on the scale. Para los músicos que saben de lo que estoy hablando, las escalas son muy importantes. Antes de que lleguen al estudio, practice your scales. Practice your motherfucking scales, because that right there is fucking like a big one. That separates the little boys from the big boys. Knowing your scales, guys. Know your scales. Chunks, what's up, Chunky? Saludos con mi compa Chunks, que anda por ahí, saludazos. By Initials Entertainment, my guys, these guys are badass guys. They do badass fucking work. They do all our videos and all that stuff that we're putting out behind the scenes and all that shit. It's Initials. Those guys get down, super down. Para el compa Manny, para Fabi Ramirez, como no. Y pues les digo, guys, you have to know your skills, guys. You have to know what you're playing. No lo pendejo. No, ni madres. You gotta practice your skills so that when you get to the studio, you already know what you're doing, And of course, a todos se nos va una nota o 2 notas o lo que sea. A todos. Eso no que ni qué. Eso, it's cool, Se te va una nota, se te va, it's cool. A todos no va. And that's what the producers are for, to tell you, okay, ahí estás mal, es esta nota, it's not this note, it's this note, or vas muy rápido, vas muy despacio. All that shit, it matters, dude. It fucking matters. But don't go to the studio and sing it. Try to learn it at the studio, because no, you're supposed to learn that shit before you get to the studio. So by the time you get to the studio, sale al putazo. No andas No andas fucking. Hold on, I'm downloading some shit. I can't multitask. Oh fuck, where is it? Yeah. Yeah, so when you get to the studio, ya estás al putazo, ya te la sabes, you know? And fucking, that's very important, guys. So when you guys do music, please do that. Please do that. Prepare yourselves good, because you can hear, cuando no estás seguro, se escucha. These mics, you know, por muy chingones que sean los mics, you know, there's some badass mics that, you know, to record music, and if you're not al 100, you know, like, it's gonna capture that. It's gonna capture the fact que no estás al 100. So you need to be prepared. Prepare. That's the word of the day, guys. Word of the day. Saludos para Conexión Norteña. They're gonna come out on a Amazon documentary que va a salir ahorita pronto. Y ahí salieron los compas de Conexión Norteña. También van a escuchar música de voz de rancho on that too, on that documentary. It's gonna come out for Amazon. Saludos para el primo Néstor. Hasta Tlajumulco de Zúñiga. Para mi compa Migs. Oh, we just finished a track with Migs too. That was a sick ass track. It's gonna come out pretty soon. Compa Migs is fucking getting better and better at his writing. His tonadas, it's crazy, dude. Look out for that guy, Miguel Gutierrez. Dude is fucking sick as fuck, guys. He's ahead of his time. But he's gonna be fucking sick. Ahí viene con todo. Alright, guys. I can't show you what I'm recording for legal reasons. But I'll check in with you guys later. A ver, saludos. What did you produce? El Ponzoña, the sound is fucking badass. Oh, I did that at another studio, Pedro Rivera studio. When I used to work at a studio, ahí producí ese disco. What the speakers that rappers want to use when they record, and they're super expensive to rent. Speakers. Oh, speakers are, good speakers are expensive as fuck. Like it's all, you know, sound better. You want to sound better. And you want to hear as clear as possible. As an engineer, I want to hear everything clear, so that que no me tengan too much bass, ni muy poquito, ni mucho high. It has to be very balanced. So when I add it here, it's very it's lo que estoy oyendo, pues es lo que me está dando. You know, whatever I hear here, like my speakers, I have KRK V6s. Whatever I have here, like whatever I hear on these, you know, it has to translate to what people hear on their iPods, on their headphones. So I gotta make it sound as good as possible, as clear as possible on these speakers. And yeah, and they're not cheap, but they do help, you know. But having said that, some people work with cheap ass speakers and they get bad ass sound. Is just que te acostumbres a what you have, you know. Whatever gear you have, whatever speakers you have, you gotta get used to that. You have to get used to how they hear, they sound like with your music. So what you got to do is something that you like. If you've never worked on some speakers, if you go into a studio and you've never worked on certain speakers, put on something that you like, that you know how it sounds, and then like that that's when you're okay, this is how they sounded. This is how they respond to bass and to highs and all that shit. What did you think about Uriel from Hijos? Uriel from Hijos de Garcia. Uriel, who's Uriel? Hijos de Garcia. I know who Hijos de Garcia is, but who's Uriel? Just for today, can I intern? Dude, I have a session today, and they're very strict with the whole, ya ves, por the whole COVID thing. Ahorita es un pedo, bro. Es un pedo. Like, sessions in here, like, it's crazy. You have to fucking be on the people's lists if they want you in there, you know? And so ahorita con the whole COVID thing, it's kind of hard to have interns and all that stuff. For that reason, you know? For that reason. How can I book a session? Hit me up on DM. I'm gonna check. If people have hit me up on DMs and I haven't answered, it's probably because it was on the message request. Because I have a gang. Sorry, guys. Se fue toda la raza. ¿Qué dice la raza? Oye, I was saying about the interns. Ahorita es un pedo con los interns. because a lot of people don't want they don't want other people around, and it's un pedo. I was doing a session recently. I won't say name the group, and then one of my compas, he called me up. He said, "Can I pull up?" I said, "Yeah, come down." Me not thinking about the whole COVID thing, and he came in, and right away, like, these guys that I was recording, their mood changed, and putiza, I was like, damn, me que la cagué. Y sí, es que ahorita está cabrón. Some people have different mindsets about that. Pero I will be having insurance pretty soon. Y sí, la neta sí ocupo ayuda aquí. I fucking need some fucking help sometimes because I have too much shit to do. Pero, I mean, that's a good problem, I guess. But yeah, check out our music, guys. Este viernes sale. Solo con mi compa Tony Canario. What's up, dog? Aquí andamos. Este viernes sale el nuevo disco de mis compas de los del principio. Esos vatos son de allá de Colima. They're fucking gangster as fuck, though. La neta, gangster as fuck. Y va a salir ese disco el viernes. Es un disco de puras en vivo. I mixed it right here in the other room, so that shit sounds pretty fucking tight. Y be on the lookout for them. También check out lo nuevo que hicimos con Legado 7. We did that song Lamerto Quintero con voces de rancho. Bam, that's a banger right there. Check it out. That shit's already out on all the digital platforms. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's one of our old school songs that we recorded back in like 96 or long ass time ago, guys. I don't even know how long ago. 24 years ago, to be exact. Y shit, is that a gi? A karate gi, or what is that? Oh. We recorded that shit like 24 years ago by ourselves, voces de rancho, and then aquí estamos ahora 24 years later, la grabamos otra vez, ahora con mis compas de Legado 7. La neta quedó bien pasada de lanza. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's on all the digital platforms. You'll find it on YouTube. You find it on all that shit. It's all right there. Check it out. My wife put a gi there because we're watching Cobra Kai. If you haven't watched that shit's fucking pretty badass. Cobra Kai. It's on Netflix. We're fucking hooked on that shit right now. It's the Karate Kid spinoff, so for all you old motherfuckers out there. Compa Bobby, what's up, dog? Saludos para mi compa Wally Films, too, que andan por ahí. What's up, compa? He does some bomb shit right there with the camera. Como conecto los outboard gear? I use a patch pay, bro. Look, this is what it looks like. Fucking spaghetti factory right there. This is what a mix looks like. And this is kind of light right now. But it's that. That's what connects all this to my Pro Tools. To there, But it all goes like through here. Through the board. All this shit right here is connected. What you guys know about the key to the city? Tell me there's a key to the city. Damn, I do. That's just tight up. Little key to the city right there. My family in the background. Some rock legends. This is Don Francisco Presenta. We got this Angels of Hope Awards. We got this a while back. And then Premios de la Radio. 2000. Actually, back then they were called Premios Que Buena. Premios Que Buena, 2000. Mejor dueto. Boom. And that's me back there. Y'all don't believe me? Watch out. Little logo right there. Voces de Rancho. Oh shit, you can't see it. What the fuck is the glare? Oh, there we go. Boom. Voces de Rancho. My ass. You guys just look at my ass. That's me right there, though. Boom. Yellow Room Beer? Oh, motherfucker, what you know about that? Bam, bam, bam. This shit's bomb. Killer Boots, man. Killer Boots, man. Dalia, my youngest. She put this sticker on here when she was like 5 years old. Like 15 years ago, this sticker, she put it on here, and I left it on there. Apparently, she thought it was funny. I love my daddy. He is funny from Dalia. Yeah, so a little bit of my gear. Interface. Apogees. At 96 always, baby. 96. 96. Got the little stuff down here. Alright, guys. I gotta get to work. It's already 1 fucking o'clock. Y yo me estoy haciendo pendejo nomás. Saludos a todos. Ahí estamos desde Yellow Room Music. Comparmando's official page. Oh, yeah. To your tío Erasmo González Studio. Diego Records, claro que sí. 96 in, 96 out, bro. Yeah, that's the way to go. Saludos a todos desde Yellow Room Music. Aquí andamos. Es al revés. Sí, es un Murwoley.